Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. It's Nick with Us versus Herd. Reacting to the market CPI data just came out 30 minutes ago or so. It was actually an hour ago. Came out hot, 8.2%. Expectation was, I think, 8.1, 8.0, something like that, but it came out hot. And I have the lawnmower guy outside my window right now, so if it's a little bit noisy today, definitely apologize. I don't think it'll be sticking around, but I guess it's some bad timing. So let's get into the market here. We have ES down 76, Dow's down 524, Nasdaq down 317 right now. I mean, that was a pretty epic drop. So if you look at ES in a total of 3 minutes, it went from 36.40 all the way down to 35.20. 3 minutes, 120 points on ES. Nasdaq, this is the 1 minute chart here. In 3 minutes, we went from almost 11,000 down to 10,500. So basically 500 points in the span of 3 minutes. That is insane. If you're here right now, say what's going on. GN, Jeff, Dustin, how you doing? So I mean, this is going to be interesting. Tesla earnings next week and oversold on daily. Yeah, Tesla right now 208 on Tesla. I mean, it's getting slammed, right? Tesla's getting, oof. Yeah, I mean, I think when Tesla hit 315 the other day, we had a triple top right here on Tesla, 315. So we had a triple top right here. And then it got crushed. Double top. It almost double topped and came down, but it got saved, and then it got crushed right there. I mean, I guess if you're going to try out Tesla, here's your spot. The low of the year is 206. Is right now it's at 208. But I mean, I would be careful. I would be careful putting on a position right now. What kind of wait? We got to wait for the market when the CPI data comes out. We got to wait for the market to kind of settle down a little bit here. It's gonna be a crazy open. Oil's down to 86. So this top 93 came down to 85. Interesting. That is interesting. All right, market just opened up. So let's see what it's gonna do here. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild morning. We had Apple down to 134, SPY down to 349, actually tagged 348 this morning. I had some small positions on, so if you guys remember, yesterday I actually did put on a short mRNA. That mRNA short is currently up right now. Let me I'm down $20. I actually did have a little bit of a YOLO on some ES options here, the 3,400. I probably on these ES. Let me see about this spread here, because this one, what I pay for this? What I pay for this spread here? Spread I paid this spread I paid for 25 cents. It's going for 68 right now. All right, let's try to get two of them gone. I'll hold one. It's like a freebie. So I'm trying to get rid of one of these. Probably might press a little high. I'll leave it in here. So I'm down $10 on these. So these were I actually started trading these ES yesterday. I probably should have put an order in. on these ES options. So yesterday I bought 2 for 75 cents, sold 1 for $1, and then I bought another one last night for 50 cents. So these are kind of like, you know, I don't know what they're doing right now, break even or so. Let's take a look at these ES 3400s. I probably should have had an order in on these here. These hit 110. Yeah, I probably should have sold one, because if I sold one, I would have had a free one. Now I'm basically break even. I mean, my cost basis, so if I bought one at 50 cents, I bought another one at 75 cents, my cost basis is like 63 cents or somewhere around there. All right, so I think the market's trying to figure out this mRNA, because I don't think it's as liquid. The 120 strike mRNA is pretty good. Yeah, these are coming down now. So yeah, 68 cents was a kind of a. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna leave the order in, see what happens to this. I'm break even on ES right now. What's going on? Because we're tanking down now. Let's see here. Nasdaq's tanking. Let's look at ES. SPY's tanking. Ugh. Yo, is this gonna break 3,500? 3,502? Let's see. Let's see if we break 3,500 on these. Market just opened, so it's only Thursday. How you guys doing this morning? You guys surviving the CPI data here? I mean, if we're looking at the S&Ps here, we just tagged a new low here. Oh my goodness. I need some more people to trade these mRNA puts, because the issue is on this mRNA put here is that this one put right here, this 119, the bid ask is 211 and 291. Bid's 211, 291 on this bid ask, pretty wide. Another 40 cent wide. So mRNA, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Not a lot of action on these 122s. The 122s 50 cent wide, 80 cent wide, like right at the money here. So I mean, it's pretty bad, pretty rough. But I mean, I picked these up for 25 cents. So anything above 25 cents is good by me. It's good by me. mRNA is coming down pretty nice now. Let's see here. What's oh man, that hit 126. Whew. All right. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm kind of up a little bit, kind of break even on the day. I didn't really have much going into today, just because like I didn't want to, you don't really want to gamble per se. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be in a position where you're having to make all these decisions that open and you're like, oh, I'm underwater, or I got to close this out first, or I got to do this. Like, I just wanted to, I saw an opportunity at mRNA yesterday. I took it. So not a very strong open. Tesla tagged 206. 206 on Tesla was that. Yeah, 206.22 new low on Tesla. So I mean, we're in some pain. We're in some pain right now. All right, so if I can sell, I'm going to try to put an order in for one of those ES options. I'm going to try to sell one for $1 here. If it happens, it happens, and then I'll have a free one, and then whatever happens to it. You know what I mean? because those are there's volume coming in. There's some volume. There's some volume right now coming into these 30. I mean, I know these are cheap on ES, but these are coming in at. I mean, 1,000 volume just came into these, so they're pumping some volume into these things. 1,000 volume just came. 1,000 volume just came in. They're just spiking up here. So let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Try to put an order in. Try to put an order in for maybe like $1 and kind of see what happens. And then I'll have a free one because I closed one out yesterday for profit. Closed one out today for potentially profit. So let me just put that order in. So these are just kind of like small options. I'm going to try to see what we can, if we can make something happen today. They're buying it up a little bit here. But yeah, I don't think I want to be too aggressive. Like, if I find an opportunity, I'm gonna find an opportunity. Let's see what's coming up on the order flow. So they're buying some Apple and Tesla, Apple calls. Apple 136, 137s. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I don't need to, if we're looking at the hourly, if you want to kind of see like what's going on, I would definitely suggest pulling up the hourly chart. If we can't, kind of bottom here, like if we can't on NASDAQ come out like on 10,550, if we can't come back up to, let's say, 35.20, we're gonna be in some trouble here on the market. I mean, maybe it will rip up. I don't know, but right now, that's what I'm kind of looking for. See if we can start closing. Start getting above where these candles closed, right? That's the goal. That's how you kind of know if we're recovering or not recovering. Always, because I know I look at the 15-minute, the 1 minute, and the 5 minute, and that's specifically for day trading. But like if you're trying to chill and you're trying to see like what the actual trend is right now, we are not trending in a good place. We are not in a good place right now. I mean, we're just tagged a new low here just a couple of minutes ago, popped up. I mean, these are some wild candles. I mean, if you look at ES, we tagged 3502, ripped to 3520. Now we're back down. And I mean, like these, like it's a crazy time where like this is trading like a penny stock right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the indices are trading like penny stocks. But yeah, take it easy. We don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. The Visa. How's Visa doing? Visa's been coming up on a lot of like the order flows. Visa, man. So last week I was looking at Visa. So last week a lot of people were opening up the 185 puts. Probably should have done those. Probably should have taken those. Because these boys are, woof. So I got some orders in to close out mRNA. I got some orders in to close out those ES puts. Kind of see what we're doing. Apple's trying to bounce a little bit here. Ooh, Meta is getting slammed right now. 122 on Meta. Hold on a second. Man, this is really ugly on Meta. I mean, wow. couple days ago, I shorted Meta at 142, and now it's 123, 122. And then that is insane. That is insane. This is oh man, Amazon is down 6%. Amazon is down 6. Now Amazon has not notched a new low. But I mean, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. So we're getting a little bounce here on the indices here. We had Tesla down 7. Baidu is a new low. Baidu's down 6%, 5.5% here. This is some crazy price action. 125. So Baidu has lost. Wow. And Baidu's down 25 in a week. In a week. Netflix 244 to 213. Yeah, I mean, so like we're gonna have some good setups here, but I mean this is VIX is flying up. This is gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's hard to trade these like new lows, you know, like it's hard to trade these new lows because you want, like, if you want to like short, you want to kind of short some rips. You don't want to be shorting the 52-week lows because a lot of times there's a lot of people that are like, hey, I got an idea, better time than now, you know, let's get some shares at 52-week lows, and some algos try to trigger too. I mean, we're $1 off the lows on SPY right now. So I'm gonna be patient. I mean, I might not even trade for another hour or so to kind of see where this shakes out. I mean, our boy mRNA is getting. I'd alert for 142 to see if it would cross over and never triggered the alert. The problem I have with mRNA is like the bid ask is very, 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 very wide. Yeah, it's not really getting tighter either on the bid ask spread here. I mean, we still got 50-cent wide spreads on mRNA. Not great. Could this be capitulation today? Every bull is selling now, at least for a short-term catch, a small rally, your opinion. I mean, it could. Like, we haven't seen in the markets. We haven't seen. So in the markets, we haven't seen like extreme panic, and that's what like Janet Yellen and the Fed and Powell and all of them are saying. You know, there's no panic. Everything is orderly. Everything is fine. Until when? That is the question. Like, until at what point do we get to the point where people can't handle it? And I think it's probably going to take something, you know, a fund blow up, a bank blow up, someone that was too leveraged in debt, too leveraged in margin. That will be our trigger. Until then, we're just kind of waiting around. I mean, we just gave up all the 2021 gains. We're working on 2020 gains right now. You know, I think if we've eaten away 2 years worth of gains, I mean, people, we're gonna be on the verge. We're gonna be on the verge here. I mean, I do think that there's going to be rallies for sure. I mean, if you've noticed, I mean, if we look at SPY, right? If we look at SPY, I mean, how many rallies have we had here since it was like the top, right? So the top 479.98 back in January. Okay, we dropped hard from 479 down to 423. Had a retracement. Everyone, even Jim Cramer was like, yeah, we're gonna go back to all-time highs. You guys got your dip. You got your dip, right? And then we went even further down. We came down to 410. And then that rally brought us all the way back up to 450 again. Everyone's like, yeah, we're going to do it again. And remember in March, everyone's like, all-time highs, no worries, it's all good. And then the worst thing happened. We just got smoked all the way down to, you know, essentially 380, 390s, and then it came back up. And then this last rally here was ginormous over the summer. So from June to August, and that's why people again were claiming we're getting to all-time highs. But like, how are you gonna say that when, I mean, if you look here, how are you gonna be bullish in the market when we can't get over the 200-day moving average right here? So the purple line, 200-day moving average right here, we can't get over this. It came, I mean, I'm gonna zoom in here on that right here. I'm gonna zoom right in here. It literally touched it. Look at this. It touched it. It went like a couple pennies above. The 200-day moving average touched it. And then we came down to 389. But from 389, we had an epic rally up to 410, 411, right? So, like, my point is, yes, there's going to be epic rallies. There's going to be rallies. But I think like, where everybody's getting confused and messed up is because the rallies are so ginormous, you're kind of thinking this is the recovery. It's not the recovery. Like, you can't say we're having a recovery below the 200-day moving average, or below the 50-day moving average, or below the 100-day moving average, or below the 200-day moving average, right? You can't say we're having a recovery if we're below these averages. Like, you know, how are you going to be bullish? How are you going to say we're going to all-time highs when you can't even get above the 200-day moving average? So the thing is, from here, we're at 350 right now on SPY. I mean, a rally would be to get back over the 200-day moving average. It was a 65-point rally from here, which, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. Not saying like, oh, this is the bottom. But if you say, hey, every time we make a new low, this is the bottom, I mean, eventually you're going to be right, but how much does it cost you? It's better just kind of wait, be patient, and let the market come to you. Don't try to guess. Like for me personally, like when buying shares, like, don't try to guess the bottom. If you feel comfortable holding something, you think you're getting a good deal, that's one thing. But don't be like, oh, this is the SPY bottom, this is the SPY bottom, this is the Tesla bottom, or this is that bottom, right? Because you're most likely going to be wrong. And like, if you look back in the charts in like history, look back. What happened? Market stayed after a crash or a big bear market. Market stabilized, gave you plenty of opportunities to get into the market. There wasn't like a dip. I think you should be very suspicious of a major dip and then a rip back up, because those have been happening. And then what has happened? Every time we've dropped lower afterwards. So that, I mean, like, I would be very cautious of a quick recovery, because every time we've had a quick recovery, we've actually printed new lows afterwards this year. We've had quick recoveries, new lows afterwards. Okay, so we're starting to get someplace here on some of the charts here. So we are at 540. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need these candles to start closing above. So these hourly candles, going to see, we got 8 more minutes on these hourly candles. I'm going to see kind of where these close at, and then see see if we can find some trades. So we got like 9 more minutes on this. Biden says CPI report shows some progress in fight against higher prices, but more work to do. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Biden talking about not being in recession and stuff is just like crazy. I mean, all the politicians are like, you know, it's not just Biden. It's like everybody. It's like, all right, nice bounce. So we printed 3502, bounce up here. Crazy. I'll just talk on short term. I do believe next year will be worse than the first quarter or two, but today could lead to a short term bottom. Yeah, I mean, anytime we print new lows, I mean, these algos are scooping them up, right? I don't know what your goals are. Like, is your goal like just to trade today to next week to next month? I don't know. You know, so like I'm just saying, be cautious of them. If you're making money, sell into it. You know, sell into the strength. If you're making money, sell into it, reposition. Man, we ripped. ES ripped 40 points off the low right now. Okay. So Nasdaq's trying to show some life. Now the big question is like on Nasdaq, can we get above VWAP here? But yeah, I mean, I would be honestly like just be cautious today. Try to scalp a little bit. Don't try to get too crazy. Anything can happen here. I mean, we're still down. We're still down 2% on Nasdaq. We're down still 1%, a little bit over 1% on SPY. So, but these guys are trying to save the day here. They're trying to save. Can we go back up to where we were? I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, today's Thursday. We have Friday. Fridays so far have not been good to the market. You know, Fridays have been getting. Apologies for the lawnmower guys back, I guess. I mean, the only stock that is red right now is Twitter and Domino's. I'm sorry. The only ones that are green. Sorry, I said red, didn't I? The only stocks that are green right now are Twitter and Domino's. I mean, that is. Well, JP Morgan and Bank of America. JP Morgan and Bank of America are green too. Oh, McDonald's is green. I mean, McDonald's not cheap these days. I'm gonna be honest with you. McDonald's is not cheap. Yeah, there's Chick-fil-A. Take the family to Chick-fil-A. $35 for, you know, 2 regular meals, 2 kids meals. It's crazy. Like eating out is expensive. Nasdaq's showing some weakness here, so I'm looking to see if we can get above VWAP here. We have SPY above. I'm not looking to get long. Like if SPY comes back down under 350, it's gonna be trouble here. I'm gonna see. Like I said, I'm waiting for those hourly candles to kind of close here. And we got 4 more minutes on those, so just gonna take it easy. Yeah, Nasdaq is starting to get a little topped out here. I mean, we just had this was crazy. This was a 120 point run here in a matter of minutes. Not gonna trap me today. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people are gonna get trapped, and a lot of people probably already are trapped. Like, especially if you're like gambling long before the CPI came out. We have not been. How many red days in a row have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red days in a row if today closes. If today closes red. Oil's still down a little bit. Anybody trading oil stocks? I have not really been thinking about it, but the problem that I have with like oil stocks is like so much politics in that. I mean, kind of thinking about it, like, do you think there's gonna be a lot of buyers here? You know, like, let me try to short. I might try to short the Nasdaq here. Little bounce here.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in one contract. Gonna try to add another.
Order submitted.
Thing is, like on a day like today, you gotta kind of.
Order submitted.
Hold on, I'm just putting these orders in right now.
Order submitted.
Okay, so gonna try to short the Nasdaq here. Might be
Order filled.
a little rough. If they could break some highs here. So right now I am in 2 contracts. I do have I'm gonna add another contract here, and I do have a stop here at like 130. I'll try to buy, and I'll try to. I just added one here at 610, so it's kind of a wild ride here. We'll see what happens. Let's see if we get stopped out or not. Trying to short into the resistance here a little bit, but if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'll try to buy one back here at 90, and then try to hold one.
Order submitted.
Kind of a rocky ride here. They're trying to chop it a little bit. But they might stop me out on these contracts here. Then let's trigger my buy there. And they just ripped this up 25 points in just like
Order filled.
I'm probably gonna get stopped out here. Jeez. Try to buy one back here.
Order submitted.
It's a wild ride here. You go from being up to down. Like, and that's why, like, you kind of have to. That's why I kind of like scale into these positions. So I'm trying to see if it's if Nasdaq's going to be below VWAP. I mean, Nasdaq is a crazy one to trade. I mean, they're trying here. I mean, there's some resistance here, but they're trying it. So this one got edited at 25, so I'm gonna try to get 20 points on that one right now, but I don't know. They might stop me out. It's kind of wild. Probably should have waited a little bit for it to sell down. So I'm in three contracts right now, but it's kind of flailing around here. And Tesla is not doing good. Come on, take the one contract. Almost. And the pricing right here is wild. It's not hitting the 105s.
Order filled.
All right, I got the one. All right, they hit my one contract, but I mean, it wasn't fun.
Order canceled.
All right, so I did get 20 points off that one contract from 25 down to here, but I don't know if it's going to give me. I don't know if it's going to give me any more, you know.
Order filled.
Oh, there it is. Man, they really ripped that there. All right, so we're coming up on a VWAP. We'll see what happens here. So I got stopped out of that one. They're showing some strength right now. That was actually a pretty crazy ride. Let's see what ES is doing here. So we're coming up on VWAP right now on Nasdaq. ES is trying to climb too. So the hourly candles actually are looking pretty good. So they're buying it. Yeah, that was like the way the pricing was going. I mean, we were moving like 20 points in seconds there. Like, it was crazy on the Nasdaq. Like, that was wild. I need price to settle down a little bit before we attempt, because like it's kind of Microsoft is ripping right now. I mean, Tesla calls maybe not be a bad idea. Yeah, we're moving a lot of points right now. So NASDAQ is getting rejected at VWAP. I probably should have waited in hindsight here to see if we're going to test VWAP and then short that. That would have been the better trade there. Instead of shorted this candle here. Should have waited. But I did see it. I mean, I did see some resistance there, and it just didn't, the follow through wasn't there. Got in a little bit too early, I think. I think NASDAQ not getting above VWAP is going to be an issue. And if you look at it here, we're getting some easy candles now. Like if I were to take a look at this. So if I would have waited there, tap VWAP, and now we just hit 40 points down. Easy candles right here. Instead, I got in on this right here. I got into here again, and then I sold these in here. So not ideal. But that's the thing about this price action. It is hard, it is hard. So like this would have been a better trade here to fade this. I mean, it's just hard for me to go long when we're if we can break above VWAP here, it would be ideal on the NASDAQ. And maybe NASDAQ's a little bit too wild. Might have to trade like ES or something. You know what I mean? Like it just might be, NASDAQ might just be too wild. Playing the pop into earnings. Yeah, I do like that, Dustin. Maybe I could try to find, I'll look into Tesla here. Tesla as well. Maybe I could do a maybe do like a spread on the 220, 225, like a call spread or something. Expected move going in the next week is 20 points. So Tesla, Tesla might be a good play into earnings here. All right, NASDAQ is at VWAP again, holding, but not very strong yet. NASDAQ is chilling, tapped above, and now it's back under. So let's just see. Yeah, I mean, like this whole week, I think this whole week was kind of messy just because we were anticipating CPI. CPI came out not good. And now everyone's probably wondering, like, okay, what is going to be the Fed's reaction? I mean, I think we're at 75 basis points, but yeah, VIX is holding. We're chilling on the VIX. Apple's holding. SPY's holding. I mean, it's tough to short, tough to go long. You're just kind of waiting. You know, this whole week I think has just been. I mean, looking for a answer here on Nasdaq. It's kind of fighting it here. Like today's the kind of thing is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go long, and then you go long, and then the candles go like, you know what I mean? Like this is the kind of day where I mean people get a little over ambitious of the recovery. And sure, I mean I could definitely see us recovering, but at what risk to myself? That's the question. Like at what risk are we going to recover here? Like Nvidia tapped 108, is now 112. I mean, in my opinion, there's going to be easier trades than this. Like I'm okay with just like kind of sitting out. All right, so Nasdaq, we need this candle to close. So I'm looking for the 15-minute candle close in a minute and a half above VWAP. Let's see if they can do something. So we got another minute on the 15-minute candle. If this 1050, 650. Let's see what happens here. Man, just ugliness everywhere. Started trying to learn to trade the pandemic bull market, so relatively still new to this, going into the third year. This market is nothing like the one I started in. No, it's not. It's not. And honestly, like this type of market we haven't seen in a long time. So like, it's hard, you know. All right, Tesla's popping up. Tesla had a nice pop here, 211. I think it's just one of those days where wait for better setups, be more patient. Obviously, the risk was lower if you buy down here, but the problem that I have right now is the movement of the candles is a lot. Like the movement, I mean, in just a few minutes. I mean, this is from 8:30 to so 45 minutes. We've rallied 200 points on the Nasdaq to the upside in 45 minutes. So think about how many points like that's moving in. I mean, and you saw me trading the Nasdaq here. I mean, it was like all over the place. It was all over the place. All right, new candle opened up here. So I guess if it gets rejected here under VWAP, probably would want to short. But since my last short closed out, I mean, I did close one of them out for a profit, but I closed two contracts out for a loss. So, you know, just take your time, be patient. I mean, there's really no rush to do anything here. And it might just be one of those days, like kind of let this simmer out. Maybe after lunch, come back, see what it's doing. But right now, I mean, it's not the best. I mean, could potentially lay into a short like 60s at VWAP here, but you know, you want to be careful here. We got SPY holding pretty nicely. I mean, you could go. See, the thing is, like, this would normally be good for like a long setup. You could definitely go long here, but it's just the way the market's going, you just kind of second guess yourself, right? And on a day like today, when we're down bazillion points, you know, like. It's just so VIX is actually down 2% on the day. I'm just looking for an easier setup here because, like, sure, we can go. You could go long here or go short here. So we could play with VWAP here, but if they chop you up, it's not going to be a good time. But you kind of have to take a stab at it. I mean, you could short this here, but like, do we revisit? Do you guys think we revisit the lows today? I mean, we're still like the thing is like I want to trade this, but we're still moving so many points in just a few minutes. I mean, we just dropped. I mean, it doesn't look like it on the chart, but Nasdaq just dropped 30 points in just like 2 minutes. Like it's just kind of choppy. So is it gonna fail VWAP here? And Nasdaq just dropped 45 points in 3 minutes. Yeah. So it's like getting on the right side of this without getting smoked. It's just kind of tough. We're at yearly lows, multi-year lows right now. So I'm not going to trade it, but yeah, probably should have short this right here at the 660. I feel like the lows are in for a week or two. I don't know, man. Like we could, like I think this is why it makes it like kind of tough to trade because, like, yeah, you'd be like, okay, I mean, oversold is one thing, but like, what's the market gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, is this like the question is like I kind of want the crash to come because we're all anticipating the crash. Like, when's it going to come? Like, we want the crash to come so we can get that out of the way. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, I don't want the crash to come. Like, no, we want the crash to come so we can get that out of the way because right now we're just kind of. All right, so yeah, that was the short there. But yeah, we're moving a ton of points right now. 10,700. So let's see. Hourly candle. Yeah, that was a big reject on the video app there. But I guess try to let this, I'm gonna try to let this shake out a little bit and just see. It's just I want this to kind of die down a little bit because VIX is coming alive now. Yeah, I'm thinking like wait a couple hours, let this shake out a little bit, and then kind of come into it. Because we're just getting, the amount of points it's moving is it's gonna trigger stops. So I'm gonna go get some coffee, take it easy. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna try to look. I'll be in the Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, link is below in the description. I'll be in the Discord. Gonna try to look for some trades here, but right now I don't want to get chopped up. So, as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.